Welcome to CallumConnects, 5-minute entrepreneurial inspiration for your day. Roger Nairn is our guest today on CallumConnects Micro-Podcast. Roger is the co-founder and CEO of JAR Audio, one of the world's largest podcast production agencies.
A hurdle that I faced as an entrepreneur was in launching JAR Audio. At the time, myself and my co-founders were working full-time. I was working for one of Canada's top advertising agencies at the time. And we knew that we needed to launch the company. But in the past, I've launched companies, but got really bogged down in all the details and essentially didn't really launch the company. I just kind of was procrastinating. But in this case, I sat down with my co-founders and said, if we're going to do this, we need to pretty much put the minimum viable product out in the world and iterate from there. I'm a big fan of the author Seth Godin, and he talks about shipping it. And shipping it is essentially, it's not truly of value to anybody else until it's put out in the world. So we made a conscious decision to launch JAR Audio 3 years ago, and it wasn't perfect. It wasn't fully ready, but we put it out to our community and iterated from there. And we're lucky enough that within 24 hours of putting it out in the world, we had our first client. And that client was a major client called Sage Natural Wellness, which is one of North America's largest wellness brands. And we were open and honest with them and talked about how we're a young startup and we're gonna have some bumps along the way. But they were very understanding, and it really taught me a huge lesson, which is that your company is a living, breathing organism that will go through its changes and evolutions as you go about your business. And so you need to kind of let this sort of vision of perfection out of your mind, and build the company in an organic way versus a rigid way. And I think because we've done that, JAR Audio has had the success that we have while not being too pigeonholed into a specific corner or box.
In my experience, the most effective way a small business can grow is through partnerships. To learn how you can win the partnership game, go to callumlang.com now and subscribe for your free copy of my best-selling book, Progressive Partnerships.